lots and lots of birthdays in the family in and around April or May. And so it was actually my mum who had the idea of getting us all together to celebrate all of these birthdays together. So thanks, Mum, for the great idea, and also thank you for everyone who's helped organize this evening. So I'd like to firstly just request a Surah Fatiha for Bapa Ramzan Li Jagani, Mama Kulsum Bai Jagani, all marhum of the Jagani family, and also marhum Khairun Bai Rahmani, Bapa Hussain Rahmani, and all marhumin of the Rahmani family. Al-Fatiha. So just quickly before we get going, apparently we're going to have some little helpers coming around to take some donations for Sight Savers charity. So if you have any, none of us really carry cash these days, but if you have any, donations will be much appreciated. We're going to start off by inviting Ali Hussain and Muhammad Hussain up for a recitation. So please come up, boys, when you're ready.
صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. أفضل السلام محمد وآل محمد. خي جلال جلال ذو الجلال है अली अली खुदा का हम ख्याल है अली अली जलाल ज़ुल जलाल है खुदा का हम ख्याल है बुलंदी आए देख कर पुकारा दिल मेरा अली पसंद है बहुत पसंद है अली पसंद है मुझे अली पसंद है बहुत पसंद है अली पसंद है मुझे रजब की तेरहवीं को ये बुतों से काबा बोल उठा चलो यहाँ से जाओ अब तजित न रह लिया खुदा का है ये फैसला अली अली है जिसका घर वो आ गया अली अली खुदा का है ये फैसला है जिसका घर वो आ गया नहीं पसंद मुझको तुम मुझे तो बस मेरा अली पसंद है बहुत पसंद है अली पसंद है मुझे मनाओ जश्न ये कहा खुदा ने खुद खुदाई से मिले हैं आज मुस्तफ़ा ज़मीं पे अपने भाई से नबी की गोद में अली 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 जब आए तो नजर मिली अली अली नबी की गोद में अली जब आए तो नजर मिली अली जो मुस्कुराए तो ये बोले मुस्तफ़ा अली पसंद है बहुत पसंद है अली पसंद है मुझे न जाने कितने लोग थे जो सो सके न रात भर थे मुस्तफ़ा मुंतज़िर बतूल का बनेंगे कौन हम सफ़र सितारा अर्श से चला अली अली लिए रज़ाए फ़ातिमा अली अली सितारा अर्श से चला लिए रज़ाए फ़ातिमा अली के दर पे आके ये सितारा बोल उठा अली पसंद है बहुत पसंद है अली पसंद है मुझे सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद वफा जिसका परे उसे अब्बास कहते हैं।
जिसे सजदे करे सजदा
उसे अब्बास कहते हैं।
वो प्यासा प्यास ने जिसकी किए सहराब दरिया को,
वो प्यासा प्यास ने जिसकी किया सहराब दरिया को, है जिसकी प्यास भी दरिया उसे अब्बास कहते हैं। वफा जिसका परे कलमा उसे
अब्बास कहते हैं।
जो था शबीर का खादिम मगर सब साहिबाने दिल, जो था शबीर का खादिम मगर सब साहिबाने दिल, उसे आका उसे मौला उसे अब्बास कहते हैं। वफा जिसका परे कलमा उसे अब्बास कहते हैं। सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद।
Asant boys, thank you very much. Just want to take a moment to compliment you both actually, because I can remember quite a while back when you were a bit younger and you were just starting off with the recitation, and it's been quite amazing to see your evolution over the years, so thank you boys, appreciate it. Next up I'd like to invite Mariam up to the mic just to say a few words, and a few pictures I think are coming up on the slideshow as well. So, or maybe Mariam and Co. I think she's trying to get some. Yeah, great. Okay. Oh, it's just going to play. Oh, sorry, no words. Just going to be a video. So I think we should have that up in a few moments. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Assalamu alaikum, Daddy. Wishing you a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Daddy.
Happy birthday, Papa.
Happy birthday, Papa.
Happy birthday, Papa. Happy birthday, Papa.
Salam Papa, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Papa.
Happy birthday, Papa.
Happy birthday, Papa.
Assalamu alaikum, Anwar. Happy birthday.
Wishing you a very happy birthday, Anwar.
Haj Anwar,
عيد ميلاد سعيد ومبارك إن شاء الله.
Assalamu alaikum, happy birthday. Inshallah you'll have a good one.
Salam Baba, happy birthday. Jamshuddin Mubarak. Baba, maaf karja. Asa yagan klop ka bangra karyas pan ibargam yo. Pan ikbal uncle ne shaklein uncle ay to alright ne? Hane ba naranta jana zamana jayadgiri. Enjoy karja.
Anwar Ramzan Ali Jagani, jo janam wo choti me ogniso no ogan chalis Kampala me. I ekdam bo wad cutwa. Munjo janam natyawo pan inja potre ne dotri quite rupara ai to inja neleli Jagani ne jeans agya wadya. Warsu Wataiwa, Poi Leila Bai Asaria, Javiata, Anwar Ramzan Ali Jagani Sate, Ogniso ne Sarsat, Yama. Tre Bacha Ai, Arif Memod ne Fatma. Ne Sat, Dotri, Potri. Injo Jingi, Jo Maksad, Inji Family ne Kum. I aki inji jingi in me deidina hi rasteme. Au puchao ke bapa kira venata ne moke chao masid. Bapa kira venatao masid. Masid. Majles.
ليلة سعد متنورة نور الحافل مزدهرة صبط النبي مبتشرة وبمولده مسترة هذا المحفل حضرة حيدر علي والزهرة طه وجميع العترة والحجة يحيي الذكرى كل الملك تتعنى مولد شباب الجنة كل الملك تتعنى مولد شباب.
Happy birthday, baby.
No, he can't get out.
When we speak eye level. Yeah.
One more.
Use my initial video.
One
Use
more.
my initial
Last
video.
one.
Happy birthday, Dad.
One more. Smile.
Happy birthday, Dad.
One more. Bapa, muke kabar ai ke bowaj game cricket ne football ne Pakistani drama pan who hope kar ke tame enjoy karyas I video. Bapa, apragar mildas. Kudafis.
Wow, thank you very much. What a lovely presentation. I'm going to have to just compliment Mariam's accent as well, because I can't seem to get the London accent out of any Kachi I attempt to speak, so very well done. Next up, I'm going to invite my cousin Alyaska to come up to say a few words also. So without further ado, Narasolat.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So thank you all for coming here to celebrate with us today. I'd like to share a few words about Dad before we show a short video presentation. It's an honor to stand here today as we celebrate someone who means so much to all of us, our father, brother, uncle, grandfather, and friend. As you'll see in the video, his story is one of consistency and dedication. From his early days in school, where the seeds of discipline were first planted, to a long and respected career in pharmacy, he's always led by example. His work ethic wasn't just something he talked about, it was something we saw every day. Whether it was long hours at work, home renovation projects and to-do lists, or doing what needed to be done for the family and friends, he showed up always. But beyond the professional and work accomplishments, what truly defines him is the kind of person he's been to those around him. He's the one you can count on in a crisis, the steady hand, the calm voice, the one who keeps things grounded. And somehow, even with all that responsibility, he made time for his family, with patience, with guidance, and yes, with his fair share of classic dad expressions and wisdom we'll never forget. His faith and love for the Ahlul Bayt has also always been evident in everything he does and is an inspiration for us all. Today is about looking back with pride and gratitude to Allah, but also looking ahead with joy, because while 70 is a big number, alhamdulillah, it doesn't mean slowing down. Although, Dad, we are still pushing you to retire soon. If anything, it's a reminder of how far he's come and the impact he continues to have on all of us. From his siblings to the newest generation of grandchildren, it's safe to say that he has a special relationship with all of them, and they all love Bapa and Nana in their unique ways. So on behalf of our family and everyone here, happy 70th birthday, Dad. And thank you. Thank you for your example, your love, your unwavering presence in our lives. Here's to all that you've built and all the memories still to come. Please enjoy this short video presentation. Thank you.
some amazing pictures, right, in that slideshow, going quite a ways back as well. There's a couple of things I've noticed with Al-Zahra and Mehboob Chacha's pictures. Firstly, the undeniable style. If we go back to some of those older pictures, it's like effortless. Some of us are in the mirror doing our hair and getting loads of gel, but it came seamlessly to them. So if you can share that with share the secrets with the youngers, then please do. The other thing I notice is that as we're coming to more present pictures, that you don't seem to have aged much since the pictures from a little while ago. So you seem to have some sort of cheat code to aging. Please let the rest of us know what that is. So just while we have one more presentation, but just while we get a couple of minutes to switch them over on the screens, just to mention we have Khalid here today, amazing photographer. I believe you're at Samir's wedding, right? I think you took pictures. So if anyone wants to get pictures taken in groups, just don't hesitate. Just give him a call and give him a shout, and he'll be more than happy to take some extra pictures. So yeah, thanks Khalid for being here today. And yeah, without further ado, I'm going to invite my sister up, Zahra, to say a few words.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So, alhamdulillah, it's nice to see so many of us together at a non-wedding event. And when my mom was kind of going through all the birthdays in May and April, I don't think she realized how many in our family have birthdays in April and May. So happy birthday to Mehboob Chacha and happy birthday Adda, and big happy birthday to Dad. So Mehboob Chacha thought today was for my dad. My dad thought today was for Mehboob Chacha, and Adda had no idea. So happy birthday to all of them. So we've got a little slideshow which we've had the Netflix version, we've had the really lovely version from Tasnim who created this in Orlando, and she can't be here, but inshallah Uncle is live streaming today, so hopefully we will be able to send a recording to everyone that wasn't able to make it. No promises, but inshallah. So yeah, if we get the slideshow up. I'm going to make this one a little bit interactive, so no Netflix on this one. No Netflix, inshallah. There we go. Happy birthday, Dad. So yeah, I think there's like a running theme with the Jagani Brothers with posing. I don't know who taught who, whether Adda started the tradition. Was it you, Adda?
Yeah, I started.
I love that Adda's taking credit. Can we just give him a round of applause? Okay, we'll go to the next slide. There we go. So, once upon a time, there were 7 brothers. We had Anwarada. So many of you might recognize the brothers, some of you might not. Just for hijab purposes, I haven't put a picture of Lelafwi or Zabadafwi, but I do have a few a bit further on. So we have Anwarada, and then we have Marhum Gulamada, who we miss very much. He was very stylish. Momsen Chacha. Yes. And then there's my dad, Jeff Chacha. Does anyone know where Jeff Chacha came from? Was it because the kids couldn't pronounce? Oh, the brothers called him Jeff, okay. Yeah, and we found out today. And there's the very handsome Mehboob Chacha. Mehboob Chacha, can you tell us a little bit about this, the tennis? Because you were quite competitive as a child.
Well, back in Kampala, we used to have a lot of free time in the afternoon. The schools were in the morning, so you went home at lunch, finished your homework, and then the time was yours. So I used to go and play with a good friend of mine, Hussein Juma. So we practiced a lot. That's how I came up.
So cool to hear all these stories. Okay, so after Mehboob Chacha, we have Shabri Chacha. Very stylish, listen. On that note, actually, this is one of the first occasions that we are welcoming Shabi Chacha and Shami Manti to the family, so if we can have a Nari Salawat, please, for them. And then next, we have Hasnain Chacha. Very handsome, cheeky little chap. Here is one of the few pictures that I could find. There was one on Mehboob Chacha's presentation of all the brothers, and you can see just there that Momsen Chacha is making Mama laugh, which, if all of you know, Momsen Chacha is very good with humor, and he is always making us laugh, and so I'm not surprised that Mama's laughing in this photo, which is really nice. So may Allah keep you laughing, and may you keep us all laughing as well. So here are some of the earliest pictures that we could find of my dad. I'm sure that there's a massive treasure trove at Tembe, and with the reunion coming up in August, inshallah, myself and Siddiqa are going to be going through some of the pictures. So if anyone has some pictures to add to the collection, then we'll try and create some sort of an heirloom gallery for everyone. There we go. You guys were really stylish back in the day. You're still stylish, I should say. And here's Marhum Asghar Ali Rahmani, who I know my dad was very close to, and a lot of the brothers, all the brothers were quite close to him, so we've got some really lovely pictures of him as well. Unfortunately, we couldn't include all of them in this slideshow because there are actually a lot of pictures of him. Siddiqa's got a box full, alhamdulillah, so yeah, it's really nice to remember him today as well. And with my dad being behind the camera, there's not many pictures of him in front of the camera sometimes. So this is one of the earliest we could find, Dad. Can you tell us a little bit about these set of pictures?
To be honest, it's a real surprise. I don't remember much of these. These were early days of my photography days. Not much I can say. Thank you.
And just like Mehboob Chacha, my dad was very much into sports. So we've got tennis, some awards there, boxing, swimming. Dad, just correct me if I'm wrong. You were diving in this picture, but could you actually swim then?
Just barely. I could dive though.
So Dad could dive but couldn't swim. Love it. Okay. And cricket. And there's one with your team. Do you remember much about the team?
This was our young Ishnashri team. I remember most of them. And I was the captain of the cricket team. But I didn't get much chance to play because of work after that.
Okay, so my dad loved his bike. Another one with the bike. And the reason I'm showing you all these pictures with bikes is because my dad has a garage full of bikes. So, Dad, how many bikes do you currently have in the garage?
I've got 3 electric bikes and 2 manual ones.
So on that note, inshallah, Shabi Chacha Dad will be joining you on the next run, London to Brighton, yeah? My dad also had a love of cars. There are lots of photos of cars. And there's Marhum Asghar Ali Rahmani again here. Okay, this photo, there's, Dad, can you tell us, because there's a picture of you with this car and there was one with Mehboob Chacha as well. So if you want to tell us a little bit about the race.
This was at the East African Rally, and we just had an opportunity to take a photo in front of the start and finish point.
This is the car that all the brothers basically borrowed from Allah to pose with. Okay. So my dad loved cars so much that even I got a picture with the car. Okay, so before we move, okay, so the next picture actually, guesses as to who the baby is that my dad is carrying, and I'm going to ask Subadafwi.
Sukaina, Leila's daughter.
So that's Sukaina Bai from Nairobi. Before we move to the next slide, just a disclaimer. Obviously, back in the 60s and 70s, a lot of the women didn't wear hijab, so we've kind of done some digital edits, just so that we could include some of the women in the pictures. So the next slide is my dad getting engaged to my mom. And the next slide is a family photo after the wedding. So I hope that all the women approve of your lovely hijab styles that I have given you all. And I feel like Fui's got a cap on, and I really like the way Fui's wearing her hijab there. I even matched the sari blouses and everything. And Palu Didi's got a hijab on there as well. So that's me with my dad. But before I was born, actually, there were lots of photos of Fatma and Farhana. They were my dad's jugglies. They always used to follow my mum and dad around, even before my dad got married. So that's Farhana. So we can see resemblance to a lot of her children, Farhana. And I've just realised when I was looking at this picture how much Nadra really looks like Sajida in that photo. And so I had to include this photo. This was taken at my parents' first house of Farhana and Fatma. And then Faiza was born, and there's Bappa. And that was our first Umrah trip, actually. I have no idea why Dad's got a kango on his head. There's Faiza again. But that was Faiza's kango. And I know a lot of people in this room still have their kango. I wish I did, actually. And that was Raza Sen being born. So just on that note, when Raza Sen was born, my dad was convinced that he was going to have a girl. Third girl, so he even painted the cupboard pink. So poor Raza Sen came into a room that was pretty much pink. And yeah, classic newspaper. I think that was my dad teaching Raza Sen how to use the lute. If you're old enough to know what the lute newspaper is, it's our version of eBay. Say eBay, right? Auto Trader, eBay. And obviously the iconic Jagani photo had to be in there. Because we seem to be known for loving sleep, so you know. And then these are just some memories from Karbala. We were blessed to go in 1989, just as the Gulf War was starting. And that's Kenya. And this is the classic photo where everyone back in the day used to take you to the airport, which are actually nice memories. You know, it wasn't just an Uber to the airport, so that was nice. And that was Layla being born. Layla is now a lot taller than me if you haven't seen her. And that's Hassan. and just some snaps from the last few years. Oh, this one is when my parents moved to Peterborough, and my dad was the site manager in charge of building the extension to the Peterborough Mosque. Dad, I don't know how you got to the dome up there and whether it was safe, even though you had a helmet on. My dad is known for climbing ladders. Without telling anyone, he just goes up ladders like it's a thing in our family. Oh, is it? Okay. And since my dad retired, I think he's just got the holiday bug, so it's either him or it's my mum dragging him. But they do tend to enjoy their retirement now, which is fair enough. And my dad is very scared of heights, so I have no idea how my mum convinced him to do this. This was a recent trip to Panama. This was us, we'd hired a barge, and I highly recommend it. You do have to maneuver it yourself and then to drive it, but I highly recommend it as a family trip. I love how everyone's eyeing each other that they should steer it themselves. And a good old barbecue picture. Okay, so this photo was taken in 2020, and my parents decided to go for their first cruise, and COVID was about to hit, so they got stuck on the ship. And so this photo is of my dad having a whale of a time whilst everyone is panicking around the world about COVID, and they were quite safe on a ship because no one was getting on or off. Because none of the ports would actually let them disembark. So yeah, that was quite iconic, I think, for his 70th birthday. So happy birthday, Dad. My dad has given me lots of pieces of advice over the years. Two were, the first one was, if you're going to do a job, do it properly. So either I was doing half jobs as a child for my dad to tell me to do that. We'd say, and the second piece was, never throw a piece of wood away. Because you never know when that piece of wood is going to come in handy. so when we do have a clear out, and then he needs that piece of wood, and he says, Nare, come on. Exactly. Which is why he says it, don't throw the wood away because he knows it will come in handy. So yeah, there we go. Happy birthday, Dad. Just the last slide, please. Thank you.
Wow, thanks for that, Zara. I think there's pictures there that even I haven't seen, or at least I don't remember seeing them. So yeah, lovely slideshow. Thank you very much. So before we start cutting cakes and eating pizzas, just want to, like I said, there's so many of us that have birthdays in April or May. So I'm just going to go through the list of people's birthdays it is, and then after that we'll proceed to cutting some cakes and eating some pizza. So firstly we have Junaina Hansraj, 2nd of April. Fatima Zahra Rahmani, 6th of April. Abdul Hussein, 15th of April. I'm hoping this is all the same. No list? Okay, no worries. Where was I? Abdul Hussein. Then we have Naeem and Rayhan Hansraj, 24th of April. Where are they at the back? We have Ali, 28th of April. Sakina Chachi, 29th of April. Anwarada, 4th. Ali Raza, 5th. Maitham, Ali Raza's sons, on the 6th of May. We have Nadia, whose 21st birthday is, the big one, on the 8th of May. Arif Jagani, I know he's trying to hide away from birthday celebrations. He's trying to hide his age these days, but you're still looking young, bro, so keep that going. But Arif, Mebu Chacha on the 20th of May. We have Arif Lauji, my brother-in-law, 23rd. Alia Hansraj, also 21st birthday. We have Aya, Muslim's daughter, on the 26th, and then we have Siddiqa also on the 26th. I'm not sure if you guys planned that to be on the same day, but wow, that's incredible. So wow, what an unbelievable I thought I was going to need some water to deal with the dry mouth announcing all those names out, but incredible amount of birthdays all happening in close proximity, so I feel like we're blessed to be able to be here together and celebrate them all together. Now we'll go on to maybe the more fun stuff. I'm going to invite you other to come up and with the immediate family, so Fuf and Arif and Mahmoud Bar can also come up. There's a bit of cake cutting to do, and I think someone's going to get force-fed some cake as well. Arif? Mems? Where's Mems at? He's here in spirit. No? I know, right? Yeah. So when I still last saw Mems, he said the same thing. He's like, bro, you're spitting image. I'm just wondering who's going to end up getting their face stuffed with cake here. It looks like Mems' number one spot. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Oh yeah, sorry, everyone involved. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Anwarada. Happy birthday to you. Dig in, Arif. Dig in, mate.
When you talk, just go a little bit closer to the thing.
Okay,
it fades out.
You're not really here? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Thank you, Ada and family. Next up, I'd like to invite Mehboob Chacha up with immediate family. So Kanish Chachi, Aliaska, Jawad, Zainab, help me out, everyone. Sorry, Husseina, sorry, my bad. I was just repeating what I heard in the distance. So I obviously know you're Husseina. Please don't be offended. I know, man. Samir, I think you should show him how it's done, mate. I think you should show him how it's done. No? Thanks. Thanks, guys. And then last but not least, if I can invite my dad to come up, along with my mum as well. And we're going to cut a cake for you also. And me, obviously. I'm going to try hard not to eat the whole thing. I'm so sorry. Honestly, I had Zainab in the background, so I was like this, where I was like, oh yeah, and Zainab, but then I was like, well, why am I even saying that? So my apologies. everyone, that's the official run sheet done. So thank you so much for coming. We have some pizza, we have some cake that's going to get dished out. So enjoy. Thank you so much. Oh, if anyone's wondering, there's chai as well.